Hello and welcome to another edition of Blind Kid Plays Fallout New Vegas. I am Elliot, the Blind Kid. I
am Jim, the Seeing Eye Mutant.
I thought about using different names just to piss that one guy off. I was gonna, I'm Fenris from Darkthrone, but I'm lazy.
Yeah, anyways, we're gonna talk to this bitch here that's dressed up in these weird robes.
What's her name?
No offense, but you look like you've traveled a long way down some bad roads. Where'd you come from?
Her name is Veronica. She's pretty average, that kind of like average look cute underneath the robes. So where do you want to tell her you came from? Good Springs. The Grave. I'm not entirely sure, or none of your business.
The Grave.
Huh. Well, in that case, I take it back. You look pretty good, given the circumstances. Well, welcome then. I'm Veronica. I live in a hole in the ground.
Interesting.
Well, a bunker, if you want to get technical. I think it sounds more interesting my way. But I'm not there much anymore. I'm usually out here picking up food and supplies for my family. Whatever they need.
So you just leave your family in the bunker?
Yes.
Yeah, I'm not worried. They can handle themselves. But somebody has to get the groceries, know what I mean? And actually these days, I think they'd rather have me out here anyway. But that's a whole other story. So listen, can I ask you something on the level?
Ask me question? Talkie?
I had a run-in with this group calling themselves the Brotherhood of Steel. Pretty strange bunch. Do you know anything about them?
Yeah, they fucking put a bomb collar around my neck, the little motherfucker.
I heard they shoot lasers from their eyes, or you could say I met a bunker of them west of here.
Lasers.
Wow. I've got to admit, you have completely defied my first impression of you. Eye lasers. I'll be sure and look out for that next time. Any other juicy bits of intel?
What was her first impression of us?
I don't know. But she apparently, but it was blown out of the water, whatever it was.
Oh.
Okay, I met a group of them in a bunker west of here.
Yes, okay, fine.
And?
They seemed alright. I'm reserving judgment. I don't care for them.
I'm reserving judgment.
That seems wise. I think I am too, although for how much longer, I'm not sure. Hey, so where are you headed anyway?
To hell.
Strip, Hoover Dam, going to see an old friend. I go where I'm needed. I just kind of drift from place to place. What's it to you?
We do kind of drift from place to place, don't we?
Yeah.
Just wherever the wind takes you, huh? I like that. Keeps things interesting. I'll be honest. You're the first person I've run across out here that looks like he can really handle himself. There are places I've never been to that'd be too dangerous for just me. What do you think? Maybe we could travel together. Help each other out.
With the High Plains Drifter. No, that was Rick Corelli. Yeah, sure, why not? We need a companion.
Okay, let's travel together.
She sounds less annoying than Arcade.
Yes.
Now you're talking. One thing you should know first, though. I ask you about the Brotherhood because I'm one of them. I know, but I had to know how you react when I told you. We have made a lot of enemies. You still okay bringing me along?
Oh, well, actually, in that respect, fucking die! Yeah, sure.
Okay, so your options are... Actually, I'm more comfortable knowing that you've had some training. As long as you're honest with me from now on. Yes, but you're on a short leash.
Short leash?
Fair enough. Maybe one day I'll have your complete trust and I can be on a long leash. A girl can dream. Well, thanks for taking a chance on a naive young girl from California with stars in her eyes and a pneumatic gauntlet on her hand.
Yay, stars in her... What are you doing?
Let's hit the road, huh?
What are you cheating for?
Well, we'll cheat in a bit. First, I'll start getting some of our conversations going.
What'd you think of Mr. House? I was surprised he only had the 2 robot sex slaves. I like long walks in the desert and candlelit metal workshops.
How can I best use your skills?
Yes.
I like punching things, but sometimes shooting things just has to do.
Anything else?
Yeah, fine.
Yeah, I've been taking things apart and putting them back together since before I said my first word. You want to build something? Talk to me, and we can do it right there on the spot. Workbenches are for novices. Who knows? I might even be able to show you a Brotherhood trick or two.
Yay. Brotherhood.
My favorite subject.
They sound like assholes.
They are. What are your goals?
What are your goals?
I want a dress.
A dress?
Yeah.
Yeah, a good one. Something elegant and classy, you know? But still stylish. Something that's eye-catching and sexy, but also says, don't fuck with me. I keep hoping I'll come across some old-world designer gown when I'm scavenging, but it never happens. Maybe I should move back to California.
That's a pathetic dream.
That's your goal. You want a nice dress.
Yes.
Hey, you try getting a date wearing scribe robes. Might as well be wearing sweatpants. I just like them, you know? They make you feel like a woman. Those ladies, before the war, they knew what they were doing.
Hey, some people like robes.
Okay.
Can I make it up?
Who is this Father Elijah to you?
He was eaten.
I would say he was my tutor, but that doesn't cover it. After my parents passed, he looked after me. The whole Brotherhood brought me up, really, but he made sure of it. I never had a grandfather, not that I knew, anyway. But Elijah was in some ways what I'd imagine a grandfather to be.
Oh, that's touching. Would you like to see Father Elijah?
Did you follow him from California?
Did you follow him?
It was by his request, actually. He cleared it with the other elders. Somehow. They sent him to look into the dam. There was a time when I'd have begged to follow. Watch him at work.
Interesting. You do realize this, so Jesus fucks, wait a minute. When I was talking to Elijah, I mentioned a name randomly.
Yes, this was the name I mentioned randomly, and we took over the world. Oh wait, was that one of those delusion thingies the doctor thing told me I had whenever I was at the think tank?
But I remember I mentioned it. I said you were Veronica's mentor, and I didn't know that was real. Looks like I predicted it.
He did. For years, he fought with the council, taught me to question our direction. Meanwhile, he'd become more out of touch than all of them. On our way east, he demanded we stop at Helios 1 to examine it. While we were there, we received word that the NCR had taken the dam. He was furious. Called it children playing with a bomb, but he was mad because we'd lost its power. What we'd use it for. He didn't even care.
I picked the answer, by the way, just because I'm pretty sure it would spoil everything. We met him. He's dead. Would you like to see him again?
How is that different from how any other elder would have reacted?
Yes.
They're cautious. When they discover something, they respect it, learn its limits, consider how to preserve it. Used to drive Father Elijah crazy. He liked to learn limits too, but only so he could push them. That's not to excuse the other elders, though. They all covet technology for its own sake. Some are just more fanatical than others.
Oh yeah, I like to learn limits so I can push them. What's the one thing Jesus fuck won't fuck?
Ever try to talk sense into him?
Yes.
Yeah, I did. I couldn't help him. He just didn't listen. And the idea that people talk back to him... If he could have made the Brotherhood act like machines, ordering them around with the push of a button, he would have.
He was an asshole.
What did you learn from him?
What did you learn from him?
Elijah could look at an old device and immediately understand what made it work. And he could see its potential, where it fit with other technology. It's not something he could teach, but he tried with me. Some of it stuck. But that's what he taught me. You asked what I learned from him.
I like what he did. I like that we did Dead Money before we actually knew who he was. That's awesome.
How was that different? What did you learn from him?
What did you learn from him?
I learned what I don't want to become. In the end, there was just him and his vision. Nothing and no one else.
You don't want to be eaten by me?
But that's an honor. Maybe, yes.
Yeah. I miss him.
Where is he now?
I don't know. Last time anyone saw him was in the battle at Helios 1. I wasn't there. He gave orders to hold the plant until he could be reactivated. But he ran out of time. The NCR overran it. Everyone thought he was dead. But I got a note from him at a comm station. That's how he liked to talk, even to me. He wasn't good at face-to-face.
No, he wasn't good at face-to-face. We know.
Yeah. We kind of had to kill him and eat him.
It was strange. Even for Father Elijah. He's always been unstable, but this was something else. I don't want to say delusional, but I don't know what else to call it. The only thing familiar about it was the signature. He said the Brotherhood was doomed, but that he'd return, save us. But the way he said it, I don't know. Said he'd return with one of the greatest treasures of the old world, make the Mojave like it was meant to be. Wipe the slate clean.
Yeah, that's what he wanted. He tried the think tank, he tried everything, and look what happened.
Like what?
Tastes like Elijah.
Do you have any other family in the Brotherhood?
Fine.
Just my parents, but they haven't been around for a long time. Dad was a paladin, Mom was a scribe. They died in the same battle, trying to hold off the NCR from something. I don't remember what it was. Guess it seemed important at the time. Like
I
what?
still love this paladin and scribe shit.
Ever been in love?
Yeah.
Ever been nosy? I was, once. We were pretty young, but I like to think it was love. She left the Brotherhood. Wanted to put some distance between herself and her parents. Since our membership isn't open to outsiders, some members think that obligates all of us to procreate. You can guess which camp her parents belong to.
And who is her girlfriend?
You met her, and she was amazingly lived. She was the chick with the changed voice.
Well, I kind of had to. She was in pain forever.
Yes.
No. Couldn't bring myself to leave everyone else behind. Couldn't convince her to stay, either. I'd hoped love would be enough to influence her decision, but it wasn't. We were both too stubborn. I don't know where she is now, but I'm sure she's moved on.
I do. She's
I
living
still
a
think about
lonely
her, though.
life.
Once in a while.
With a changed voice and tortured.
In a hotel casino filled with nothing but holograms and strange ghost people that you have to hack apart in order to totally kill or consume, and Vendatrons and absolutely nothing to talk to because everyone else that was alive left or is dead.
She's slowly going insane.
And there's a bunch of poison there where, there's no fucking cure for it.
There is someone to talk to, Jim.
Who?
God.
He left.
Oh, yeah, huh? Yeah, she really is slowly going insane. Maybe she's eating Dean Domino's corpse.
Yeah, like we did.
Wow.
Like what?
Is there some place you wanted me to take you?
Like to hell?
Nowhere specific. I just know there are a lot of groups who are actually doing well for themselves out here. I want to understand how and why. See them at work.
I want to understand how and how.
Let's.
going to save real quick here.
By the way, Veronica, just to give you some warning, I may attempt to kill you with a grenade launcher just for fun.
Ooh, got something good for me? Is it a dress?
We're going to take your gecko steak, and we are going to give you formal wear.
For me? Do you mean it? No, it's too much. Well, okay, but it's too much. Oh, it's perfect. Thank you. I wish I had something to give you. Wait. What about punching? That's the gift that keeps on giving. I could work on your punching with you, if you like. Show you how to counter like a scribe.
Want to learn a new technique?
Yes.
All right, put him up. Let's see what you got.
You've learned the scribe counter special move. To use this technique, initiate a standard attack immediately after your character blocks an incoming attack.
Not that we'll ever use it, but hey, yeah.
I never use it because I never block.
I know, Jim.
Attack, and when in doubt, attack again.
But, we're being nice to her.
Yes. And I'm going to cheat for a second here.
What are we going to cheat for?
We are going to remove these ugly clothes of hers. There we go.
Verbs. What are we going to give her?
Yep, forgot one thing.
Okay.
Oh, God.
Scribe.
Oh, a sec.
Okay.
This thing's being a bitch, I know.
Yes, it is. Sorry for the thing.
Oh, that's the parameter that was missing. Okay.
Okay. And then she turned into a pharaoh ghoul.
There we go. Alright, let's go back to that page then. I forgot how to do this cheat syntax.
Yay. Yes, you gotta like Dean Domino. He basically tortured someone just to get his thing, even though he died before it could happen.
Mm-hmm.
Damn, it's cold in here. And Christine is fucked in the head. She can do math, but she can't read.
There we go. We got rid of her shit, and now she is dressed in that dress we gave her.
Alright. What does scribe rubs look like then?
They look like cheap generic robes that any street urchin would have. We're letting her wear the dress of her dreams now.
I did know a Satanist girl who wore robes, but they were more, expensive and fucking, People did look at her. And if you're watching this...
I found Elijah.
You did? Where? Oh my god, I mean, I thought... I don't even know what I thought might have happened to him. But you don't have a "this is good news" expression on your face.
It is good. He's dead. He was thoroughly loathsome.
So you want to say he's dead? I had to trap him inside a pre-war prison? Or he's trapped, no chance of escaping?
He's dead.
It doesn't matter. He died when we all retreated to Hidden Valley. I didn't expect to see him again. No one did. Did he say anything when you met him? Anything at all?
Yeah, he said, I was going to die.
There's something I wanted to pass along.
Where did you get this? Guess I was right about the bad news, huh? Same look Elder McNamara always gave me when I was up for promotion.
You should watch it. It's a message. The news is up to you. Can you unlock it for me first? He was vague on that point.
Vague on that point?
Yeah. Thought as much. He'd been fading away for a long time. Would you mind if I looked at the message?
Either give it to her or say, yes, it was entrusted to me, not you.
It was entrusted to me, not you.
Fine. I guess it doesn't matter anyway. Keep it. I won't ask again.
You have received Elijah's ramblings.
What does that mean?
See you around.
Let's go over to our perks real quick.
We're dicks.
Yes. Elijah obviously intended this to go to Veronica, but you earned it, right? You've learned Elijah's secret melee weapon technique, and your critical hits now do 50% more damage.
Awesome.
That's what it meant all along.
Fuck you, Veronica.
But hey, she's got her dress now.
True, so she shouldn't ask me questions.
Alright. So she wants to meet new people, huh?
I want to meet new people.
Let's see. First off, want to do some more shit for the NCR?
Yeah, I guess. Woo, NCR.
We'll show her an NCR encampment.
Woo. I mean, it's fine. It's just, I want the NCR to die.
Let's see here. Let's go around and look at Camp Golf here for a little bit. Head into the commander's officer's tent.
This is a camp. This is a camp on drugs.
This is a camp at a golf course.
Interesting.
Hello?
NCR trooper. Where's the CO? I thought he was in here. Apparently not.
Maybe he's afraid of Jesus fuck.
Maybe he is.
What's that, Rexy?
Oh, hell. What is it now?
How'd you end up at Camp Golf?
How did you end up at Camp Golf?
I've been here since the first push into Vegas. Back in the day, this camp was the hotspot for conflicts with the Legion, Raider tribes, you name it. These days, I spend most of my time trying to beat a little discipline into the soldiers under my command. I've gotten soft with no action.
Oh, damn.
Okay, you could be an asshole and say, funny, I thought this is where they sent washouts and losers. Or, so what do you do now that the fighting's died down and being polite?
I'd be an asshole, but I don't want to be hostile, so...
Yeah, well, somebody has to wrangle those washouts and losers. Somebody's got to turn them into a real fighting force.
I was an asshole anyway.
Yes, I know. I knew you would, too.
Sounds like you're a little disappointed in your troops.
Sounds like it.
Disappointed? We call them the misfits for a reason. They're undisciplined, lazy, and they have absolutely no esprit de corps. The squad leader's got some promise, kid named Mags. But as for the rest, I don't see much hope. I'm going to make them shape up if it kills me, though. Or them, for that matter.
The misfits are here? I want your skulls.
Maybe I can help them whip them into shape.
Yes, maybe I can, I guess, or not.
You're
whatever.
welcome to try. Hell, maybe they'll listen to somebody they don't see as an authority figure.
Fuck authority.
Yeah,
New mission: flags of our foul-ups.
I didn't know the misfits were here. Let's go see him perform.
No, wrong misfits.
Hope it's the one with Danzig. Hope it's the one with Danzig, not the one with Jerry only on vocals.
Inside the Par 6 building. Let's see who's all in here. That's Mags.
And yes, I understand it's the wrong misfits. I was joking.
Poindexter.
Let's talk to someone.
I don't want to talk to anyone in that tent. Here we go. There's a nice punk rock looking guy named Raz. Let's talk to Raz. He's one of the misfits.
Yo.
What does he play? Drums?
Sergeant McCready asked me to talk to you about getting your squad in shape.
Yo, I'll tell you what this squad needs. A healthy dose of angry juice.
Angry juice?
Psycho, the big red one. I used to run with the fiends. I still got the hookups. Smuggle some in and you'll see an improvement.
Okay.
My man Jack at Red Rock Canyon got the goods. But listen, once you get folks dosed on Psycho, ain't a lot of room for much else. So if you got any other plans for bulking up the Misfits crew, might want to see about them first.
No, we want to get them all. Dude, I like the idea of putting them on Psycho, just turning them completely feral.
Yeah, I'm convinced this is a good idea. Let's put them on drugs.
Right. Head to Red Rock Canyon. That's deep con territory, so watch your back. Talk to Jack, tell him Raz wants the usual. See you soon.
Jack and Diane haven't cleared out yet?
They don't clear out to the end of the game.
Huh. They're dependable people. I like them.
Going halfway across the Mojave back to their drug lab.
That makes no sense. Strategically.
Yeah,
we're
gonna go
in real life, that would make no sense.
Hey, buddy, good thing you're friendly with me. I'm gonna wake your ass up out of bed, out of your trailer, right beside your wife.
Hey, what's up?
Raz wants the usual.
Groove-tastic. Tell him it's on his tab.
Groove.
Suspicious package added.
Take it easy, dude.
Yes. Maybe we'll take it easy. You can go back to sleep now.
Yes, he is. And then he's getting back up because it's morning. We woke him up like 5 minutes before he usually woke up and went to sleep for like 2 seconds. Like, oh, wait, I should be awake.
I can't sleep anymore, damn it.
And then we left him to go back to Camp Golf.
Veronica's like, why are you walking from here to there? You're not very smart, are you?
Waking Raz up out of bed now.
Yo.
I got you the stuff.
Hot damn, it's gonna be a party in the camp tonight.
We're loyal to the NCR. We're selling them drugs or giving them drugs.
We didn't even learn anything else about him. We're just like, here, have your drugs.
We learned that he was with the Fiends. That's all we need to know.
We like the Fiends. Let's go up and talk to their CO real quick, see if he says anything about their performance now. Hot damn, they're doing better, I bet. So much like Veronica better in her dress.
So you're back. What else do you want?
Your blood.
It doesn't get...
Disappointed. The squad leaders got... I'm going to make them shape up if it...
What? You motherfucker.
I'd be skeptical of the odds myself. I just hope they figure it out before it comes to them. Yeah, whatever.
So Veronica's better in her dress. Oh, good. We fixed her then.
Yes, we returned the drugs.
We always return drugs to people.
Camp Forlorn Hope here, do one more mission for the NCR.
For the NCR. For the greater good of nothing.
Yes. We're gonna talk to this calm officer here with red hair. She's kind of cute.
Hey, you're not one of the troopers. Got a second? I have work I need done and nobody here at the camp has the time or inclination to help me out.
What sort of help do you need?
I have the delightful task of tabulating stockpiles, kill ratios, mission success rates, radiation deaths, and other truly fascinating numbers. I've come across numerous inconsistencies between our numbers and our reports, especially with regards to intercepting hostiles. I'm wondering if our radio security codes have been compromised. I need someone to deliver security code upgrades to each of the ranger stations.
Wanna help?
Sounds tedious, but fine.
Yes, it's tedious. Well, you'll get some good dialogue eventually.
Fine, whatever.
This holotape contains the updated security codes for the ranger stations. Show it to the comm officers there. Once the new codes are in use, anyone still using the old codes will just hear static if they're listening in on our frequencies.
Okay, thanks for the codes. And then I could spy on you guys. I mean, what? Jesus fuck with a lesbian and a dog.
Lesbian in a nice dress for a change instead of those ratty robes.
And a doggy.
Don't worry, we'll be getting her out to do some killing eventually.
What will be her end? Will it be glorious?
Oh, there's a bunch of ghouls around this camp.
Hey, ghoul.
This is a camp filled with ghouls. Where the hell's the guy I need to talk to?
I'm ghoul.
Gotta wonder what the hell a civilian is doing here.
This is the only human in camp.
Hi, human.
What, again? Didn't I just change those damn things? Alright, fine. Show me the new codes. Yeah.
So this is an NCR camp for ghouls?
Yeah, it's mostly ghouls. There was probably an accident here. We'd read up on it more, but I don't feel like going through
We could have
the
sent...
with you.
What's his name? Private, the guy who we killed for...
If we didn't kill him, his squad killed him.
Yeah, well, we
Onward
could
to
have sent
Fox
him.
Ranger... to Ranger Station Foxtrot. Fox Station.
The fuck station. Foxtrot.
Watch out! You like that?
The fuck happened? Oh, there was a Cazador. Devour puny insect.
Ooh, we finally got to eat a Cazador.
Actually, I think we've done that before, but oh well.
Yeah, but it won't let it that one time. Thank you, Boros.
You're here for the money. I told the Emeritus I was good for it. I just need more time.
What the hell are you talking about?
Oh, God. I brought the updated security codes. Lie, I'm here because of your debt to Emeritus. Pay me what you've got and you'll get more time. Or do you want to ask other questions?
We can get money off this person?
Maybe. I never tried.
Save it just in case they turn hostile.
I can't save it right now. I'm in the middle of dialogue.
God,
here's all the caps I've saved up so far. See? That's a pretty good chunk of what I owe right there.
Thank you.
I didn't care. Don't fucking worry right now, because I did save a bit recently. I just can't save in the middle of dialogue.
I'm tired of ruining. Actually, I'm not tired of ruining.
Well, yeah. I can do that. Thanks.
I'm not tired of ruining quests. Now we really fucked him over because now he doesn't have the money.
Yeah, no, she really doesn't have the money for this shit.
Hey, we like the great cons, stupid. I do like to lie and be devious, you know.
Yeah. Onward to Ranger Station Bravo.
Bitch. Ranger Station bitch.
If you're here to sell something, we don't want any.
Calm down.
No problem. Hey, do me a favor when you get back to Reyes and tell her that we don't need any more damn ammo. Wouldn't mind more water, though.
Since you have extra, could I have some of that spare ammo?
Yes. It's not my call to make. You'd have to clear it with Ranger Erickson.
Alright, where the hell's Ranger Erickson?
Alright. Careful out there. Patrolling the Mojave almost makes you wish for a nuclear winter.
I want a nuclear winter.
Yes, we all want a nuclear winter.
Tens of thousands and millions would die. You know.
Fine, we'll see.
What brings you to Ranger Station Bravo?
Tilden mentioned you had surplus ammo. Mind if I have some?
Sorry. It's against regulation for me to give away NCR supplies to anyone not stationed at this post. Wouldn't want you using it against us.
You suck.
It's because we're not, like, idolized by them. If we were, they'd give us ammo, but we fucked them over too many times.
Yep.
Which is good. We don't need ammo anyway.
Alright. Going onward to Delta.
Yes, if we were to have no fun, they would have given us ammo.
Yes.
But I like having fun.
I understand that.
Hey, I'm not supposed to let civilians just walk around this place. There better be a good reason for you being here. Very well. You can tell Reyes that this station is secure. Sir?
There's a good reason. I'm Jesus fuck. I do what I want. You can kill Veronica, though. She's Brotherhood.
And we had yet another crash. Lovely.
Crashing.
Back to Ranger Station Delta.
Back to Delta.
I'm not supposed to let civilians just walk around this place. Very... Sir?
We like walking. It's what we do. Surprised his feet aren't fucking tired.
He's just run all over the place. And to Ranger Station Alpha.
Alfa Romeo.
Hello. This post isn't someplace a civilian ought to be.
Sergeant Ray's got your shit.
Oh, right. She radioed ahead and mentioned that somebody was coming by. Odd that she'd send a civilian instead of a trooper, though. Don't get killed out there.
We don't care about any of you people. Because I know Elliot would not. He can read up on all the camps if he wants to.
Yes, I can, and I will.
But now we're going back to Camp Forlorn Hope.
Besides, more killing.
Mm-hmm.
Tastes great, more killing.
Onward to the fucking officer.
Onward to victory.
Every station except Charlie's been given the new codes. Charlie was wiped out, and I ate everyone there. And there was this Legion hit squad that hit us, and I ate them too. And Raiders were there, and I ate them.
The station's been silent for quite some time now. I guess this confirms what we've all feared. Thanks for letting me know. I'll switch over all radio broadcasts to the new encrypted channels. This ought to help us stay a step ahead of any spies. Before you go, I've got another job available.
What?
We've received some disturbing reports from some of the ranger stations. Heavy casualties at Alpha, super mutant legionaries at Delta. The weirdest one has to be the Great Khans and their trained death claws at Foxtrot. These reports can't be accurate, can they? I know you've already been out there, but could you do me a solid and confirm these reports with the rangers who sent them in?
They don't seem possible.
Yeah, considering that fucking Legion's all like pure, you know, let's have health food so they fuck over mutants and ghouls.
And Great Khans don't have trained death claws.
It'd be awesome if they did. We should train them some death claws.
Here, Jack and Diane, here's some guard death claws.
Thank you, and good luck.
You're listening to NCR Radio. This is a top secret broadcast in NCR Radio.
Mm-hmm. Trained death claws everywhere. Oh my god, the Great Khans are massacring us.
That would be awesome. Trained death claws.
Yes, that would
with funny names.
Awesome.
His name is Sammy. Sammy Jackson. Sorry. Yeah, I thought Legionaries hated Superman.
Lovely, you ran down here for what reason we don't know.
Who ran down here? We did?
No, the fucking comm officer we have to talk to.
Stop running. Jesus fuck, walking along the wasteland.
Hey, no sudden moves and you and I will do all right. What do you want?
You filed a report which said Legion super mutants wiped out an NCR patrol?
No, I didn't. You might hear that kind of nonsense from a drunk trooper on the strip, but not from me. The Legion doesn't have super mutants. That patrol was wiped out by its own incompetence. A couple of the troopers were fooling around with a grenade when it went off.
Look at me, I have a good...
See you around.
Hey, look, Eddie, a grenade! Hey, look.
Onward to Ranger Station Alpha. So they were fucking with a grenade. Hi.
Hey.
Super mutants.
This is a military outpost. Why are you here?
Sergeant Ray sent me. She's curious about the high casualties at this station.
Yes,
high casualties? We've had one broken ankle, but nobody at this post has died.
That's not what Reyes said. How could Reyes be wrong? Maybe you're lying to keep morale up.
How could Reyes be wrong?
There are other ranger posts around. Reyes might have mixed up the report.
I don't think so.
Any injury, illness, or death gets radioed to Ranger HQ at Camp Golf. Chief Hanlon and his aides compile the reports and assign reinforcements as needed. And they're not needed here. Do a fucking head count then. Everybody's right where they're supposed to be. Reyes got the numbers wrong. Not much more to it than that. So long.
Okay, I can believe that you got the numbers wrong for one, but Legion super mutants. And trained death claws.
Well, we're going to ask about those trained death claws.
Okay. Can we also ask if we could have some?
No run-ins with the Great Khans, I hope. They've been more restless than usual.
I need to confirm your report about Great Khans with trained death claws.
You must be mistaken. I haven't filed any report like that. Trained death claws? I would have remembered that. If someone is saying I filed that report, that's a load of crap. I won't have my name attached to a clerical error. Be careful out there.
I would remember the two and be like, how'd you train on? Good, Deathy. Good, Deathy. Deathy?
Here, eat
no.
some humans.
Yes, here, Deathy, eat some humans. Death Claw. Rex Claw.
Welcome back.
The Rangers' versions of the reports they sent to Camp Golf don't match what you received.
I knew it. Every one of the false reports was signed off by Chief Hanlon at Camp Golf. But why would the Chief manipulate the reports? I need you to take everything we found to Chief Hanlon and confront him with it. I don't want to make this public unless we have to.
Alright, let's go fuck with the Chief. Chief.
Bye.
Hopefully it doesn't fucking crash.
Well, I saved.
Good job.
Running past a radar post here. Lovely. Going up the stairs into the fucking clubhouse. Which is definitely was originally built for very rich people. Is now like the woods all fucking falling apart and shit.
Yay, woods falling apart.
Yay. We got some shit.
Cool.
And we're going to actually talk to one interesting member of the NCR.
There's an interesting member of the NCR?
Because he's been around and seen so much shit.
I have to see this. Because I haven't met one. Well, I met that one guy who was a drug dealer.
Yeah, this guy's more nice guy, but he's like old, cantankerous.
Good. I like old, cantankerous people. They're fun. Like you, only older. You're just cantankerous.
There he is. Chief Hanlon.
Hey, Chief Hanlon.
Back west, you don't see too many of these. Lakes, I mean. Natural or man-made. Any kind, really. We neglected the dams or pumped all the water out a long time ago. Owens, Isabella, the San Luis. Drained the aquifers of everything they had. Just a lot of mud and dust now. It's a different feeling watching the sun come up over the water. Takes some getting used to. But if you're here long enough, it starts to seem normal. That's what a ranger's life is now, looking east. I know a bit about you, Courier. Heard someone messed you up pretty bad over in Good Springs. I heard a few other things, too. Some good, but not all. If you're gonna be associating with rangers, you best stay on their friendly side. With that out of the way, what can I do for you?
I do like him.
Folks around here call me the Chief, but Hanlon's just fine. The Rangers run themselves pretty well, but I try to lend a hand. Mostly administrative work, helping coordinate intel on the radio. That and keeping an eye on the fires growing across the water. It's a simple system when it works. Patrol Rangers radio intel to ranger stations. Comm Rangers send the intel up the station chain until it reaches Camp Gulf. Then I or one of the other Rangers on duty organize the data, evaluate it, and send information to camps or troopers in the field.
Why don't the ranger stations send intel directly to the troopers?
Yeah.
Comm Rangers might have an incomplete picture of the situation. There's a lot going on out there. Intel needs to be coordinated through Gulf so we can verify and advise appropriately. Troopers have enough to deal with. We don't want them questioning their intel.
But they already are questioning their intel.
I don't know Technical Sergeant Reyes, but coordinating intel can be messy sometimes. Things get mixed up, people get confused. Heck, I get confused, and I've been doing this for a long time now. What he or she sees as a problem might be standard operating procedure. That's not to say Reyes is wrong for being concerned, but it's easy for the sand to get in your eyes out here.
Can you give me any advice?
Any advice?
Well, the logical thing to do is to check with the patrol rangers and comm officers. Don't be too discouraged if some things don't match up. Different people see different things, and sometimes the meaning gets twisted, lost in static from person to person. Shoot.
What do you know about Caesar?
Yes.
The best of the best, worst of the worst. He came out of NCR, one of the followers of the apocalypse. Like a lot of the followers, he went out in the wilderness with a partner to try to help those who needed helping. Not much different from how the Rangers used to be, except with books and medicine instead of guns. Out to the Grand Canyon, he met a missionary from Utah, a man by the name of Joshua Graham. Graham helped translate for the followers and the tribes. All three of them got nabbed by the Blackfoots down there, back when they were still at war with every other tribe in the Southwest.
How did a follower end up becoming Caesar?
Yes.
Somewhere along the way, he realized he needed to educate the Blackfoots, or they were going to get wiped out with the rest of the tribe. Showed them how to use guns, how to make explosives. Once he taught the Blackfoots a thing or two, they needed him. And he no longer needed the followers, NCR, or anyone else. He decided he could remake the tribes of the Southwest whether they wanted it or not. He became Caesar, and Joshua Graham became his legate, his right hand. And that's where Graham stayed until the Hoover Dam.
What happened? What was that?
Yeah, I said, yep.
What happened to Graham after Hoover Dam?
Yes, even though we already know.
Losing the dam was the worst defeat the Legion ever suffered. Graham had been with Caesar since the beginning, but he had to set an example. The Praetorians covered Graham in pitch, lit him on fire, and down into the Grand Canyon he went.
Ow.
It's not that clear cut. You have to understand, Graham was the toughest son of a gun anyone around these parts had ever seen. Before Hoover, we had 5 kill reports on Graham from Rangers and 1st Recon sharpshooters who tried to take him out. Some folks think he's still alive. Call him the Burned Man.
We know he's still alive. We talked to him. We fought alongside him.
Are the Blackfoot's part of the Legion?
Yes and no. The Blackfoots don't exist anymore. Just like any other tribe that gets swallowed by the Legion. Caesar takes the tribal out of the tribe. Scrapes and burns off tattoos, breaks up families, forces mixed breeding so all the old loyalties die away. The only tribe in the Legion is the Legion. Caesar is the chief, father, and god, all rolled into one. Shoot.
Welcome to ancient Rome.
How is NCR doing? Or do you want to know?
Yeah, go.
Even Caesar knows that General Oliver's coming back to Hoover. Colonel Moore's doing a fine job of running things over at the dam. In her own way, of course, when she's not trying to wrangle my Rangers into helping her. But just keeping that dam secure and operational day to day is enough work for one person. Never mind building a defense against the Legion.
Interesting.
Want to know more about General Oliver?
Yeah, sure. Who's General Oliver?
Oh, well, now you'll have to excuse me. The General and I don't always see eye to eye on things. Maybe it's best that I just say he's a trooper, through and through. The man will not give up an inch for anything, least of all to the Legion.
Interesting.
What about Colonel Moore's way?
Sure.
The Colonel's an effective commander, one of the best. But she sharpened her claws on the Vipers and the old Jackals. Did 4 tours against the Brotherhood, too. She used to be a Ranger until an injury took her out of action. Happens to a lot of us, unfortunately. She's better at making graves than making friends. Bring in Moore and the earth will be raised. Fields will be salted.
Good. I like people who are better at making graves than making friends.
Is Moore in charge of all NCR troopers out here?
I want to know that.
No, and thanks to General Oliver for that. Colonel Shue is at McCarran. Most of the new Vegas troopers are under his command. He's more sympathetic to the locals than Moore, but he's got the fiends to deal with.
Fuck the locals.
Shoot.
Want to know what the Legion's been up to?
What have the Legion's been up to?
Intel says the legate's coming. Lanius. They call him the Monster of the East. If he's half as bad as Graham was, we're in for a heck of a fight. With Caesar and a new legate here, the Legion's not going to fall for the same old bag of tricks.
Why do they call Lanius Monster of the East?
Monster of the East. Monster of the East.
Oh, the usual reasons. People say he's enormous, carries a big sword, chops people's heads off. That's not what makes him a good commander, though. Folks say he came from a heck of a tough tribe. Took Caesar a long time to conquer. It was thanks to Lanius. But once Caesar broke him, he was born again. He'll go anywhere and do anything to win. Legion says he can smell weakness. Once he finds out where an army's vulnerable, he'll go to it like a dog for the throat.
Sounds like he'll make a good meal.
Want to know more about Graham?
We already know enough about Graham. I mean, we met him.
Shoot.
Want to know more about the Rangers?
Sure, yeah.
I could tell you a lot if you had the time. But at my age, I'm not sure which of us would get tired first. What do you want to know?
Have any good stories to tell?
Yeah, any good stories?
Suppose it depends on what you think's good. Most folks want to hear about Hoover Dam and Boulder City, but it's a long story. If you want some tall tales about hunting down slavers or busting up gangs, talk to one of the younger Rangers.
True. Now, what's this about these trained death claws?
Yeah, we'll get there. There must be something good the Rangers have done that you're proud of.
Yes.
It's kind of a long one, but all right. About 25 years ago, a group of NCR settlers pushed way south into Baja. I guess it doesn't seem so far now if you look at a map, but back then they were out of ways. They built this little shanty town around a well in the middle of nowhere. Called it Rattletail. Word got back to one of our stations that raiders had been attacking the place. I went out with 6 Rangers. We must have been on the trail for a week before we got to Rattletail. We lost one woman to night stalkers and another almost died of dehydration. When we reached the place, it's 6 shacks set up around an old well. There's over 24 bodies lying in the dunes way outside of town, and 5 men with .308 rifles crouched behind sandbags. And these bodies, these people out in the sand, they aren't raiders, aren't even heavily armed. They're just people who were trying to get to the only well in 50 miles. I didn't have to talk to the men to see that they did not care one bit. They had planted an NCR flag over the well. They would not budge until every last one of them was laid out dead and cold. So I walked up and told them there was a group of raiders coming, 100 strong. I made up some cockamamie name for them and everything. The men looked at each other, looked at us, and asked me what we were going to do about it. I told them we would take them back into NCR territory because we'd already lost 10 Rangers on the way out. 10 Rangers, 5 men with .308 rifles. Well, that was enough for them. They packed up what they could and we took them back north. Last I heard, they settled somewhere in Anza Borrego. Raised bighorners. Had some tough times, but it worked out okay for them. So there you go. That's my one bit of good. Shoot.
Interesting.
I'm investigating some intel problems for Technical Sergeant Reyes.
Yes, we are.
Interesting that she would wrangle someone else into sorting out the problem. But I suppose you're in the right place. A lot of intel comes through here.
That was an interesting story.
Shoot.
I wanted you to see it. That was my whole reason for doing this.
Thank you. I enjoyed
and this
that.
Also alters one of the endings. I know you're the one who's been manipulating intelligence.
Hold on. If we're gonna have this conversation, let's go somewhere more private. Don't worry, not much bite left in this old dog.
How does it manipulate? How does it end one of the ending? Or what was the other alternative?
We're gonna get to the alternatives.
Okay. I don't want to kill him though.
It's entirely up to you what you do.
Of course I don't want to kill him. I like him. He's a cantankerous old guy with war stories.
Mm-hmm.
Evening.
Just running inside the building now, back to his office.
Someone people should actually listen to before history is lost to everyone.
Fuck did he go? I thought it was off. Oh, there he is.
He just ran away. Bye, sucker.
This is all part of the plan.
Okay.
Evening. Evening.
Yeah. I mean, we already know enough about Graham because we met him, we fought alongside him, and I looked up his backstory.
But I wanted you to hear the story from the man himself.
Yep.
Instead of looking up and saying, well, what did I miss?
Sorting and manipulating intelligence is what I do. It's what Rangers are supposed to do. This job isn't all gunfighting and gulping shots of whiskey, no matter what the boys and ladies out there say.
But you're fucking things up, and I've seen the logs talk to the Rangers.
You have, misdirection. When you're pinned down, outnumbered, and 2 days from any help, it's just about the best friend you can have. Misdirection's what saved me all these years. It's what saved us at Hoover Dam. But it's been 5 years now, and Caesar's right across that lake. He's closer now than he ever was before. I was a young man once. I know what it's like to want to fight for your home. But this isn't it.
Why did you do it? Are you fighting for the people of New Vegas?
Why did you do it? I want to know why.
It's never gonna end. This fight with Caesar. People back home don't know what these young men and women are in for. The Legion is the worst enemy we've ever faced. But we can't stop Caesar here. Not without getting a lot of good people killed. More than anyone cares to count up. But even if we do stop him, I don't see how we're ever going to be able to pull out.
You can kill him?
Alright. Aren't you fighting for the people of New Vegas? How does spreading false intel help anything? What do you think I should do about this?
What do you think I should do about this?
First thing that comes to mind is to turn me in. But that might not be the best play, all things considered. Even if your heart's in the right place, I reckon it might do a lot more harm than good.
Okay.
Too bad I'm turning you in, or what will you do if I don't turn you in?
What will you do if I do not turn you in?
Oliver can't stand that Rangers got credit for victory at Hoover. Whatever I recommend, he does the opposite. I said I wanted us on the ridge. He put them right on the western part of the dam itself. We don't have enough firepower to hold that spot. If the troopers fall back, and they will, the Rangers will advance to cover Oliver's retreat. We lose the dam. Oliver and the center are ruined.
What about you and the Rangers? Or that's crazy, or you convinced me your secret's safe, or I can't let you do this, I have to turn you in.
What about you and the Rangers?
Rangers are volunteers. Every man and woman who signs up is willing to die for the NCR, myself included. A lot of this is my fault. It's only right that I stand with them.
I like this guy.
That's crazy. You've convinced me. You want to turn him in?
You've convinced me.
I don't know if you're working for Caesar, or if desperation's made me a heck of a lot more persuasive. Either way, this is the right thing to do. Now, I trust we're done discussing this. I'm gonna step through that door and pretend like we never had this talk.
Okay.
We're fine. We never had this conversation.
Patrolling the lobby almost makes you wish for a nuclear winter.
Nuclear winter.
What's up? He was dead when I got there.
He was dead when I got there.
Let's.
I want to know. What did you want out of her?
I was seeing if I triggered anything for her yet. No, I probably got to go somewhere else.
Okay, whatever. We'll keep her around.
First
whatever.
things first, we're going to go back to Camp Forlorn Hope. Force that bitch to sharing our secrecy plea.
Well, I mean, yeah, I could have probably convinced him or whatever, but, you know, Oliver sounds like an asshole.
Hey, what did Chief Hanlon have to say about those false reports we uncovered?
Yes, everything's resolved. Hanlon and I found a Legion spy at Camp Golf. Or keep it to yourself, but Hanlon is behind the misinformation. He's got a plan.
Which one would you do?
Tell her to keep it to herself.
Okay, fine.
The Chief? But he's a legend. Well, I guess if he's got a plan behind it all, who am I to question it? I won't say a word about it to anyone else.
I mean, I was gonna do that one, but I thought Legion Spy, but yeah, okay, that was a good one. See, I do trust you sometimes.
Yeah.
Which means I'm an idiot. He has a plan that involves training death claws. What? Oh.
There, now we don't have to work for NCR anymore. We've altered as much of the ending for them as possible.
Yay! Death to the NCR!
And we don't have to go back to Camp Golf either.
Sweet. That means it won't glitch out as a lot.
Yeah.
Because that place sucked.
How are those bounties coming along? Fuck yeah, the fiends roll.
Cook for president.
Cook, you say?
Cook.
I forget where this trigger point is.
Veronica.
There's a lot more troops here than we thought. No wonder we couldn't hold Helios 1.
Yeah, Veronica.
You can't help but notice that the Brotherhood barely exists to these people out here. We're like an urban myth, no real presence on the outside. We just don't adapt like we should. Used to be that all you needed to get your way was a suit of power armor and a laser rifle. Now, people are armed and organized. They're not afraid. But we still stick to our old approach because it's all we know.
I want power armor.
Power armor and laser rifles are still effective, or the Brotherhood is living in the past. Eventually they'll have to change, or if it's worked for this long, there must be something redeemable about their beliefs. Have faith.
Living in the past.
I think you're right. We're getting desperate. Hardly enough people to sustain ourselves as a chapter. They'll see the light, sooner or later. But I get the feeling if I don't take matters into my own hands, the change won't come in time to make a difference.
That's a good point. Give me some beer.
See you around.
And we're gonna go up here to a little place called Field Shack. It's near some really fucked up shit.
Okay.
And we just got Veronica here. Let's get a good picture going with us and the puppy.
Cyber God.
Huh? Or, it's times like this I wish you could talk.
It's times like this I wish you could talk.
Are you saying I should stab the next person I see?
Yes.
Is there a radioactive twister coming?
Yes.
Do you smell an ambush?
Yes.
Is it going to rain?
Yeah.
Did somebody fall into a well?
Yeah.
Let's go check that out, boy. Oh, there's a well right over here. We found Jimmy's well. Let's go inside Jimmy's well. And Veronica just punched a fucking mole rat.
You said I should stab the first person I see.
We're gonna take the rawhide cowboy hat here.
Abilene, of course.
Kid L.E.
What?
Abilene Kid L.E.B.B. gun. Now, what were you saying?
That, of course, is a Lassie reference.
Yes, even though Timmy never fell down a well.
Yes, I know.
He did.
But that's become canon. But it also reminded me of Turtles the Wonder Dog.
Yeah, well, don't know where Timmy's dead. His corpse is here. Lassie, clunk, and then a mole rat.
Of course, from Guar. Turtles, yes.
Turtles the Wonder Dog. Yep, we got Turtles the Wonder Dog. Yes. This is a glorious image. Let's put our cowboy hat on.
Let's take a picture of the corpse in the... Thank you, Rexy, for the, He's saying I should stab the first person I meet?
Yeah. Okay, I was gonna do that anyway. There we are, in the well, with everyone all grouped around.
Smile!
And I think this is where we're gonna end it.
With that last image. Go get fucked.